The government said the wall was built for security to protect the world from an unknown threat, but no one ever explained what was inside. No one who went beyond the wall ever came back. Then, one night, the lights of the watchtower flickered, and something got out. It started with a call. Unit 17, report. Lieutenant James Holloway pressed the receiver to his ear, staring at the ominous wall stretching before him. The fog was thick, creeping along the rocky ground like it had a will of its own. Beyond it, the watchtower loomed, its twin searchlights flickering erratically. Unit 17, do you copy? Holloway sighed. Black Hollow Containment Site had stood in this desolate valley for over 50 years, its purpose a mystery to all but the highest-ranking officials. His team of 5 had been sent to investigate an emergency distress signal. No one had heard from the guards inside for 48 hours. "This is Unit 17, Holloway responded. "We've arrived at the perimeter. No visual on personnel. Over." Static hissed. Then a voice came through, garbled and urgent. "Don't inside. Mistake. It's..." Then silence. The entrance to the facility was a gaping steel door, its rusted surface marred by deep claw-like scratches. Something had forced its way out. Holloway exchanged uneasy glances with his team, Sergeant Lane, Private Ortiz, Specialist Kearns, and Dr. Emily Voss, a government scientist assigned to the case. "Did they ever tell you what they kept in here?" Lane whispered. Dr. Voss shook her head. "All I know is that it wasn't supposed to leave." They stepped inside. Inside, the air was thick with decay. The walls were lined with shattered observation windows, revealing empty containment chambers. Huge steel cells, doors bent outward. Holloway ran his flashlight over a control panel. The logs were corrupted, but one phrase kept repeating on the monitor. "Subject 0 is loose. Initiate lockdown." "Jesus," Ortiz muttered. "What the hell is Subject 0? A guttural growl answered him. From the darkness, something moved. The creature emerged from the mist, its grotesque body twitching, multiple legs skittering against the cold concrete. It was massive, like an arachnid fused with something worse, something unnatural. Its skin pulsed, shifting with movement beneath, as if something was trapped inside, trying to get out. Then it spoke. A distorted, almost human voice rasped, "You shouldn't have come." The lights flickered, then died. The team opened fire. Bullets tore through its body, but it didn't fall. It kept coming. And then the screaming started. Holloway ran, his heartbeat drowning out the carnage behind him. Lane was already gone. Ortiz's rifle lay abandoned in a pool of blood. He and Dr. Voss reached the watchtower, slamming the door shut just as the creature's claws raked against the metal. "What do we do?" Voss screamed. Holloway grabbed the radio. "This is Unit 17. We need immediate extraction." Static. Then a voice came through. A voice that was his own. "Lieutenant Holloway, you were never supposed to leave." The blood drained from his face. His own voice was coming from inside the room. He turned slowly. Dr. Voss was smiling, her eyes black, her skin shifting, writhing like the creature outside. "She was never Dr. Voss. It's too late," she whispered, and then the door burst open. Days later, a new team arrived. The watchtower was silent,